Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at exam likely questions on polynomials. Okay, so we have this question. When a polynomial f of x is divided by x plus 2, the remainder is 3. The remainder is minus 1 when it is divided by x minus 1. So find the remainder when it is divided by x plus 2 and x minus 3. Solution. So we are going to be using the remainder theorem we discussed in the last video. So we know that if you divide a polynomial by s plus 2 from remainder theorem, this is what we are going to get. S plus 2 is equals to 0. So s is equals to minus 2. So f of minus 2 is what is equals to minus 1. So this is what the remainder theorem says. And also, if I do that with the s minus 1, so I say s minus 1 equals 0, s is equals to 1. So that is f of 1 is, oh sorry, made a mistake. Okay, f of minus 2 is equal to 3 from the remainder theorem, and also x minus 1 equals 0, so s is equals to 1. So f of 1 is equals to minus 1. So these are from the remainder theorem. So the question says if you divide by s plus 2, the remainder is 3 and the other one is 1. So find the remainder when it is divided by s plus 2 and s minus 1. So to do that, you need to know that first of all you need to write the representation. F of s is equal to q of x, g of x plus r of x. So this is how to express f of x. So q of x is the quotient, g of x is the dividend, what you are using to divide the f of x, and r of x is the remainder. So now we have f of x is equal to, we don't know what the quotient is, but we do know what we are dividing with, which is s plus 2 and s minus 1 plus r of x. But I want us to understand something, that if you divide, there's a relationship between the dividend and the remainder in terms of like there is a way your remainder will be when you divide with a certain polynomials. For example, if you divide f of x by g of x, and let's say g of x is linear, it's a linear expression, r of s will be a constant. You can check my previous video when I was doing division. You can verify this, that when we divide a polynomial by a linear expression, your remainder will be a constant. And then if g of x is quadratic, you should also observe that your r of x will be linear. Linear in what sense? It will be something like this: as plus b. It will be a linear expression. This can also be verified, I think, in the second video, in the second question that I did in the previous video. So make sure you watch it. You'll be able to verify this. So what can you observe? You can observe that if g of x is of degree n, so degree of, let's say degree of g of x now, if it is n, the degree of the remainder will be n minus 1. So if it is polynomial, if it is quadratic, if the dividend is quadratic, that is n is equal to 2, the remainder will be n equals 1, because 2 minus 1 is 1, so it will be linear. So in this case, you need this knowledge to be able to write what the arrow of x should be. So in this case, arrow of x will be what? Will be ax plus b. It will be linear. To be linear. So we're replacing that, we now have the whole system. Q of x, s plus 2, s minus 1 plus ax plus b. So this is now the whole expression for f of x. So now we can now use the given statement, the given hypothesis. So first of all, we know that f of minus 2 will be what? So we have q of minus 2, then minus 2 plus 2, then x, that is a minus 2 minus 1 plus a into minus 2 plus b. So f of minus 2 is 3, so you put 3 here. We don't know what this is, so you leave it like that. But this one will give you 0. So 0 times anything there is 0, plus this will give you minus 2a plus b. Okay, so at the end of the day, you get minus 2a plus b. You can name this equation 1. So let's use the other one. So if you put in 1, you get q of 1 into 1 plus 2, then 1 minus 1 plus a times 1 plus b. F of 1 is given to be minus 1, so you just get 0 here, because this is 0, so everything times 0 gives you 0, plus a plus b. So at the end you get a plus b. Yeah, so this is equation 2. So let's put equation 1 and 2 together. We have 3 equals minus 2a plus b. We also have minus 1 is equals to a plus b. If you subtract both sides to eliminate b, you get 4 is equals to minus 3a. A is equals to 4 over 3. Minus 4 over 3. So what is b? So we have that a plus b is equal to minus 1. So minus 4 over 3 plus b is equals to minus 1. So b is equals to minus 1 plus 4 over 3. That is minus 3 plus 4 over 3. That will give you 1 over 3. So at the end of the day, the remainder becomes, it is ax plus b. Our a is minus 4 over 3. So while b is 1 over 3. So this is the remainder. So let's look at question 2. Alright, so let's look at example 2. Example 2 says s minus 2 is a factor of 2s3 plus as squared plus bs minus 16, and when this expression is divided by s minus 3, the remainder is minus 4. Find a and b and the remaining factors and state the roots of the equation. So like, you can pause this video, try to attempt it, then you continue watching the video to see if what you got is what I get. Alright, so yes, s minus 2 is a factor, so we use the factor theorem. S minus 2 equals 0, so it means that s is equals to 2, so f equal at 2 is 0. This is what the factor theorem. What do? We put 2 into that expression. Okay, f of x is given to be 2s cubed plus as squared plus bs minus 16. So f of 2 will be 2 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 2 into 2 plus b times 2 minus 16. So this will give you 16 plus, okay, this is a. So 16 plus 4a plus 2b minus 16, all is 0. So 4a plus 2b equals 0. So if you factorize 2 here, you get 2 into 2a plus b equals 0. If you divide through by 2, you get 2a plus b equals 0. I'll call this equation 1. Or for me, I can say b is equals to minus 2a. So we just use this substitution method probably. So the other part of the question says that when divided by s minus 3, the remainder is minus 4. So we use the remainders theorem. S minus 3 equals 0, s is equals to 3. F of 3 now is equals to minus 4. So this is the remainder. The remainders theorem. So f of 3, you just have to put 3 into the f of x. So f of x, so we have f of 3 now, will give us 2 times 3 cube, 2 times 3 cube plus a times 3 squared plus b times 3 minus 16. So this will give you 54 plus 9a plus 3b minus 16. So you know the remainder, this one is equals to minus 4. So minus 4 will go down like that. Okay, so you have 9a plus 3b is equals to minus 4 plus 16 minus 54. What will this give you? Okay, so we have we've already said b is equals to minus 2a. Alright, so b is equals to minus 2a. So if you substitute that, you get 3 times minus 2a equals to minus 42. So 9a minus 6a equals to minus 42. You get 3a equals to minus 42. So a is equals to minus 42 divided by 3, that is minus 14. So we also have b is equals to minus 2a, so that is minus 2 minus 14, we get 28. So b is equals to 28. So writing f of x back, f of x is equals to 2x cubed plus as squared plus bs minus 16. 2x cubed plus 2x cubed minus 14x squared plus 28x minus 16. So this would be your f of x. So this is f of x. We need, the question says we should find the other factors of f of x. So we know a factor which is x plus s minus 2. So we use s minus 2 to divide this expression. S into that you get, so let's do the long division. S into 2x squared, you get 2x cubed, you get 2x squared. 2x squared times x, you get 2x cubed. 2x squared times 2, you get minus 4x squared. Now you subtract. So this will give you, this will cancel out. Minus 4 will give you plus 4. Add it, that will give you minus 10x squared. You can drop your 28x. S into that to give you minus 10x. Minus 10x times that will give you minus 10x squared plus 20x. Subtract it, you get 8x. You can drop your 16. S into that you get plus 8. 8 times that is 8x minus 16. Subtract it, you get 0. You can see that it is a factor. That is why we are having 0 as the remainder. So we are done. This 14x squared plus 28s plus 16 can be written as x minus 2 times the quotient plus 8. So this expression, to get the other factor, we need to factorize this. So let's factorize that. So to factorize this, you can factor out 2 since 2 is common. Okay. So numbers you will times to give you 4, and by the time you add them, so this is what you're supposed to write. So numbers you will times to give you 4, by the time you add them to give you -5. That is -4 and -1. So those are the factors. So in all, the given question, which is 2x cubed minus 14x squared plus 28x minus 16 is now equals to x minus 2. This is times 2. 2 will be here. Then x minus 4, x minus 1. So they also ask for the roots. So what are the roots? We just have to equate everything to 0 and get the values of x. So s is equals to 2, s is equals to 4, and s is equals to 1. So these are also the roots of the equation. These are the other factors that are remaining. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video to the end. See you in the next video.